Okay, so I feel like the planes are getting a little lost here. Sometimes, so let's grab our clay buildup. You can just go in and kind of draw a unibrow and then soften that middle, just to kind of remind yourself of where, again, I'm going to hit Alt here just to kind of smooth that out. How the eyebrows kind of pull into that area. Grab my trim brush, my trim dynamic brush, and again, just flatten out this area here, just kind of reminding yourself where the corner or the edge of that eye is. Same thing in here. A lot of people, when you look at like celebrity pictures and stuff, they forget how important this edge here, where the skull sort of meets the eyeball. I'm going to pause the video right now and sort of open up an image so you can see what I mean. So I just typed in celebrity headshots in Google, and you can see that where the bone meets that area is this edge right here. And it's insanely important to helping you to identify or really help you to kind of catch the likeness of a celebrity or a person, that you're trying to catch. Here we have Mr. T. You can see his comes in a bit high and then over, and he's got this fat layer here. So the problem with these celebrity pictures is they're overly photoshopped. Here's a good one right here. You can see that nice edge crease in George Clooney's face. Alright, so let's get back to ZBrush. So you want to kind of really always pay attention to the eyes. I spend the most amount of time inside a ZBrush just focusing on this area and then getting everything else to sort of match up with that. Okay, so let's start to focus on the nose here. So I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to go to like my 360 view a little bit here so you can kind of see that. I'm going to add my clay buildup to the top here and smooth that out. And what I'm looking for is that wedge shape. Now the eyebrow, if you kind of feel it against your head, it moves directly into that wedge. So you can even just kind of go into here and fatten that up and then smooth that out. Kind of push this area in here. I'm going to go ahead and hit Control D to give myself a little more geo there. And again, normally you kind of build up each level until you feel like it's perfect. But again, we're having fun here. We're learning anatomy. Sort of more facial landmarks than anatomy. So what I want to do here is I'm going to use my clay buildup and my trim dynamic to form a box or sort of wedge here, and it runs directly into that. So something like this. Let's grab my trim dynamics brush, and again, what trim dynamics is nice for is it'll take the clay that you lay down and it'll sort of flatten it out. So let's go to our side view at this point. Flatten that out. Alright, and our nose is insanely small. And we're trying to build off of this edge here. So we're just going to keep building this up and smoothing. Again, I'm building right between that brow ridge. Zoom out and take a look at that. And remember, the sides where the nose are, let's kind of do this properly. We're going to put a little V here, kind of work our way down, smooth that out. Again, we're just going to draw this out, draw the box of the nose. Now this, again, the edge of the nose lines up with where the pupils, or not the pupils, rather the corneas are. Grab my trim dynamics, start to flatten this out. There we go. I might increase the pressure just a little bit. So to kind of show you what I'm going for here, I'm slowly sculpting out something that looks like this. So this goes here, this tip goes here, and this actually goes down here. There we go. That's what we're forming here. And again, you're the tear duct would line up here. And something else you want to kind of notice is the nose. Let's kind of flatten this out too. Help us to really identify this. The nose should go wider. Gear up just a little bit here. Add some clay. Flatten that. And let's give ourselves a little bit more geo to play with. I'm going to go ahead and grab my move tool. And then from the side view. Again, I don't care too much about this. I'm just going to just give myself a little bit more of a nose to play with. Again, just I'm paying attention to the landmarks of the face. I don't have a specific person in mind. So let's shrink this down, grab my flatten brush. Let's pull this out just a little bit more here. Alright, and then we'll use our flatten brush here to just sort of flatten out those sides. Again, I'm not shaping the nose just yet. I'm just, I'm not like trying to create the nose. I just kind of want to show you, sort of where we're accentuating here. Let's add a little more clay in here. I'm going to go ahead and carve in there so you guys can see that a little bit better. And I just carved in with my clay buildup. So hopefully this is starting to make better sense. We have this area here that lines up. We've got our brow here. We've got where our corneas are going to line up. Our mouth, we're going to move it up just a little bit here, and we're going to sort of accentuate that area a little bit here. Remember, our cheekbone sort of wrapped to just below the nose, so we might have to pull that down a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move into the mouth region a little bit. So grabbing my move tool, I'm just going to shift this mouth up, pull this chin out just a little bit more. Remember what I told you guys before, that little crease there should line up with where your jawbone is. Okay? An easy way that I like to create lips is I grab my clay buildup tool and I just start to mark out key features here. And then from here, remember the top lip is brushed in shadow. So you're just, again, I'm holding this down. Then I hold shift just to sort of smooth this out a little bit. Oops, ZBrush kind of flipped out on me there a little bit. There's another great brush that I actually learned about recently. I'll take away my Z project for now. And if we could find it. It's actually up here. It's the damp standard. It's damp standard. What's nice about that is with the lazy mouse on, you can drag out some pretty, here, you hit L to turn on lazy mouse, and if the stroke isn't high enough, you can go to stroke, turn on lazy mouse, and then what I normally do is you increase, see how L toggles that on and off. You can increase the lazy radius, and it'll carve in just kind of a nice little mouth area for you. Might be going a little too far. All right, so let's go ahead and flatten our top lip. Smooth that out. And then with that same damp standard, I'm just going to hold Alt down. And I'm just going to outline or detail where that top lip is. It's actually the Damien standard. That's what it's called. Do the same here. Smooth that out a little bit. Again, I'm just looking to accent it for now. Alright, I'm going to end this tutorial here.